Welcome aboard, it's Captain G to Global War 85's Checkpoint Charlie, turn 6.1 Warsaw Pact. After the naked and unprovoked and repeated aggression by NATO in Libya, the Warsaw Pact has decided to declare war on NATO. So that makes this turn War 1. And we will start War 1 with a very urgent and compelling technology roll. We're going to roll for technology number 2, which is AMD. NATO has completed AMD. We are on stage 3, so this is a must-have. Tech 3 is computers. We are at level 1 of computers, which gets us nothing. We need to get to level 2 to get income. If we don't get to level 2, it basically costs us an MBT because we lose 4 IPP in bonus opportunity. So here we go. Those are the stakes. We're looking for high numbers, 8 or more. Let's go, pair of 12s. Okay. Alas, the bane of every time, no matter who I play, AMD is a problem. But we did get level 2 computers with a 12, so that helps. But, and we'll definitely need it to repair the damage that Tabletop Tactician is more than likely going to be imposing on us. All right, so we've declared war on NATO. Let's cover the many attacks this turn. So please do get comfortable. Grab a bucket of popcorn, fasten your seatbelt, because we're getting started. Attack, I have color-coded my attacks. Green are where we're trying to take territories. Yellow is an airstrike or a missile strike. And blue is naval combat. All right, so let's start up here. Yellow, cruise missile strike from East Germany, 1-2 into the Pomkis site in Rhineland, in the Pomkis site in Rhineland. Sadly, as I mentioned, NATO does have AMD. They just got it, and we just missed it. So he will get to roll for defense. Cruise missile strike on the Pomkis site is a D2, so we'll be rolling this totally unbiased, neutral 6-sided dice and trying to damage that site. In our game, modified rules, for those of you who are wondering why I'm bothering to attack Pomkis sites when that's for US, to balance the military aid that the Soviets or the US could give to either side, we are allowing military aid points, if you will, in this game to produce one time a land unit, vehicle class land unit at one of the Pomkis sites. All right, more detail will come up later, I'm sure, but that's why we're going after that. That and the fact that it only gets 1 air defense as opposed to 2 at the major bases now that he gets to roll. So that's that. This attack 1, that's the only airstrike missile strike, is North Germany. North Germany is primarily, let me get these out of the way, is primarily this large army group with some modifications. The 2 next gen are not going over, and instead we're sending 1 more MBT from West Czech moving 1-2 to join it. So it'll be a total of 4 early gen MBTs, 5 MBTs, 4 mechs. These 2 are also not going yet. 4 mechs and 4 field artillery, as well as the SAM. Might as well put it on the card. The SAM. Now he has no air units and he has opted not to scramble, so the SAM will retire. And similarly, I am not sending any air units, so his SAM will retire. So that's attack 1. Attack 2 is Bavaria. So the second tank army will move into Bavaria. Second tank army is this card. Let me move this air out. Basically, it's this card with the 4 artillery are staying. All right. So, from West Czech, we're sending 7 MBTs. We're sending 5 early gen MBTs. We're sending 2 East German next gen MBTs. So every generation of MBTs in this attack. And 2 mechs and the SAM from West Czech are all going as part of the second tank army here. That's attack 2. Let's go down here. Attack 3 is the mountainous country of Greece. This army group, which I'm going to set these aside. I'm going to take off these helos and air cav. They're not participating. So from southern Yugoslavia, this army group is moving across the mountains into Greece. They consist of 2 early gen MBTs, 3 MBTs, and then from Bulgaria, 1 mech and 1 SAM coming down as well. And again, the SAM will retire because he has no air and he has opted not to scramble into that battle. So that is, oh, and I am sending 1 air, which is this early gen fighter. 1, 2, 3. So that early gen fighter. Oh, and 2 medium bombers. I'm glad I double checked. That looked a little light. 2 medium bombers coming down out of West Czech. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. So that is Greece. So that is this card here. All right. Next up is attack 4, which is Marmara. Marmara, we're firing a cruise missile from this major air base from Romania, 1, 2, to hit. And let me put this card over so you can see as I pile forces onto that. His SAM is going air defense, so this will get a free shot first strike. We are sending from southern Yugoslavia, 1, 2, all of the attack helicopters. So 3 attack helicopters, 1 air cav, 1 airborne from southern Yugo, from Hungary, 1, 2, 3, 1 airborne, and from Romania, 1 airborne. Additionally, remember the aircraft we left up in West Czech, both air superiority fighters coming down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They'll have 2 movement left. Both air superiority fighters and both attack bombers. And then from Hungary, our fighter and all 3 remaining early gen fighters. So that is attack 4. All right. Attack 5 is a walk-in. This last remaining airborne will go 1, 2, 3 and land unopposed in central Turkey to take that territory. It has no point value, but I'll explain why we're doing that in a moment. And as I cover that, I realize I forgot my builds. It's a big turn. I'll do my builds after I finish outlining the attacks. Naval Attack 1 is here in A24. I had dispersed my submarines trying to draw him away from the tanker. He did not get distracted. He moved here to protect his tanker, so I'm sending both submarines now coming off silent running, one from the north, one from the south, to sink his destroyer and frigate. So 2 attack submarines against a destroyer and a frigate. And if either or both of these subs survive, then we will auto kill the tanker. And then Naval Battle 2 here, where he has his destroyer and frigate, we are sending our destroyer and attack submarine. Same thing. If either of the Warsaw Pact vessels survive, then we auto kill the tanker. All right, so with that, let me go back and cover what I skipped, my eagerness to get to combat. Our build, we had 21 IPP coming into this turn. We are spending 9 to buy 3 SAMs. We're paying full price now because we're going to war. So, oh, did I do that math wrong? Hold on. Let me see. 12 gets me 3. Yeah, I just broke it up. I try to make it look even, but that's my mistake. I get 3 instead of 4 because the wartime bonus is gone. So 12 IPP gets me only 3 mechs, and then these are 3 each. 3, 6, 9, and 12 is 21. We no longer get to place terrorists because Libya is no longer neutral or in our possession. It's in NATO's possession. However, we still have terrorists, and every turn that a terrorist cell exists, Warsaw Pact gets 1 free light infantry to place in either Romania, East Germany, or Libya. And obviously it's not going to Libya. Now that we're at war, we're producing 1 cruise missile per major air base, so we get 3 cruise missiles. And this major army base is in case we get a battle star, and our land battle star is possessing 2 NATO territories. And for countries of multiple territories, I have to have 2/3 of the country in order to consider it Warsaw Pact possessed. So that's why I'm dropping in here, because if I only had Marmara, I would not possess for the purposes of this bonus and for victory points. I would not have possession of the country. So this gives me 2/3 if I win here and here. And Germany, West Germany, is 3 zones, and by controlling North Germany and Bavaria, I would have possession of 2/3 of Germany, which would also be my second country. Okay, so that's why I'm dropping into the empty central Turkey land zone. So those are all the attacks. I covered the build belatedly, but I did cover it. Let's move into combat resolution. Let's start with an easy one. I need to use some dice. Let's go with the cruise missile coming in to the Pomkis site. So he did get AMD, so he gets a roll of 4 or less, shoots down the missile. If he misses, then the damage counts. All right. So I basically want high numbers on both dice. All right, so I got a high number here. That's an 8, so that's a miss. So my cruise missile did hit. I got a 3. Cruise missiles do D2 damage, so that means 1, 2, 3 is 1 point, 4, 5, 6, 2 points. So sadly, that's only 1 point of damage. And for now, I'll just put a single damage chip up here underneath that marker. 1 point of damage, which means that he would have to pay 1 point to repair it prior to using it. Not something that's going to break the bank, but every little bit helps. All right, so that takes care of that battle. Let's do the 2 naval battles. We'll save the major land battles. So battle 1, we have a destroyer and a destroyer at 4 and a frigate at 2 defending against 2 nuclear attack submarines at 4. So what I'm going to do is swap out the destroyer, a light gray, in lieu of the white. Okay, so that is still the 4 for the NATO destroyer. All right, there you go. This is battle 1 in the Atlantic. All right, so 5, 9, both subs missed. The destroyer missed, and the plucky little frigate got a hit. That's super annoying. But let's go again. Okay, I'm going to re-roll this as at an angle, which scares me. 9 and 12. 11, good. All right, round 2. All right, 6, 7, 11. Come on, round 3. This is not, all right, good, good. Oh, so mutual destruction there. I kill the frigate. That's his first casualty order. He kills my second sub. And that means the tanker in the Atlantic survives. The Warsaw Pact lose both subs, and NATO loses a frigate. So, alas. All right. Let's basically reset. We have the same issues here, but now I need another dice, because destroyers have different target select than nuclear attack submarines. So, here we go. Frigate and destroyer. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. So that's a nuclear attack submarine. This is the Russian red. So this is the communist destroyer. This is the capitalist destroyer. They are both 4s, but the gray dice. That will help us remember, just in case, because these guys get surface target and these guys get subsurface target, which shouldn't matter, but if I get target select on this, I can kill his destroyer. If I get a target select on this, I have to kill his frigate. Okay? Longer explanation than you needed. And no one gets target select anyway. Right? Oh, no, I did. Oh, look at that. Irony of ironies. His frigate missed. His destroyer missed. My submarine hit. My destroyer hit target select. So I'll kill the destroyer. He'll kill the frigate. I got 2 hits anyway, so it wouldn't matter. So the opposite results down here. So NATO loses both. The American and the French destroyer frigate are gone, and that means that the tanker is also lost, and that will be an income penalty for my partner, Tabletop Tactician. So battle 2 is done. Now I got to begin the long journey to get those guys to the other side where his other tanker is. Oy, annoying, right? All right, so that finishes up the appetizers. Let's move on to the main dish. Battle 1 is for the fate of Northern Germany. That is this task force marker, which we will pair with the British Army of the Rhine, who have defensive responsibilities in North Germany. Task Force 2, which is the 2nd Tank Army, going up against U.S. Forces Europe, who have responsibility in Bavaria. So those will be the first 2 that we roll. All right. Let's bring over the dice tray for these battles. A selection of different colored dice. We're going to do North Germany first. North Germany has the field artillery firing first strike. That is the only first strike weapon on either side. There is no air. All of the SAMs on both sides retire. So with chemical, if I forgot to say that, I did list it for my partner, and I'll put the little icon there so you can see it. I had it on the map. So each of the 4 artillery will roll twice, a total of 8 at 2. 8 at 2. Alrighty. 7, 5, 7, 12, 10, 10, 1, 10. So 1 out of 8. That's good. 1 first strike hit, and all of his are the same because the SAM retires. So I'm just going to kill 1 British next gen MBT. First strike, and that leaves him with 3. All right, so that's it for those. All right, now let's do our remaining attack. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. You got the wrong color dice. 4 early gen MBTs at 2. I have 4 mechs at 3. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 MBTs at 4. Okay? 2, 3, 4. Same colors for the same dice. And again, if you've never seen these before, I lay them out here every time so I can refer to them. Except for special occasions like 8 dice at 2 where I use the purple. All right. I need 3 hits. 3 hits. All right. 2s. 8, 5, 9, 11. 3s. 1, 2, 7, 10. 4s. 3, 3, 5, 12, 10. So I got 4 hits, and with the help of the artillery, there were only 3 units left to kill because the SAM retired. So that's it for that battle, which is super awesome, fantastic. But he does have 3 next-gen MBTs that are defending, and let's see what they get. All right, 8, 8, 1. So the British need to work on their gunnery practice. Too late. And so he gets 1 hit. That is a target select. I don't remember what, if anything, tabletop you said on target selects. I'm going to kill my best unit in this battle for you, which is an MBT. If you want to kill something else, like a field artillery or an early gen MBT, you just let me know. But for now, that's the one that I think would be the best for my enemy to kill of my units. That completes battle 1. And that secures northern Germany for the Warsaw Pact. Tripoli is avenged. Now let's avenge Benghazi, shall we? All right. So now we're moving to Bavaria. There are no first strike units here. So we have 5 early gen MBTs. So I need, similar to last time, I need 4 hits out of this group. No first gens. 5 early gen. I have 2 mechs at 3. I have 2 next gen MBTs at 6. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Ooh, my back. MBTs. Okay. And again, that's 2nd Guards Army, 2 mechs, 5. This guy's retired, he's retired. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the gold barrels, T-72s, are for Warsaw Pact, next gen. Okay. Full full randomizer. Full randomizer. Woo! Uh-oh. All right, so this guy's going to need to be re-rolled. And I'll roll him after. Twos. I got one hit. 4, 5, 5. No good. Threes. 7 and 12. No good. Fours. 5, 10, 9, 8. Ooh, none of those. Not good. Not good. His units, I bet these M1 Abrams are going to fire with sniper precision. I got a 4 with the next gen MBT. That is target select. He only has one type of unit, so I really can't target select anything else. It's just basically a regular hit and an 8. So I only have 2 hits, which is sad. Let me see if this one early gen can make up for it. Whoa! Do you believe in miracles? Only for the other side. All right, so that is good. That's 3 hits. That takes off the dice and leaves only the M1 Abrams. All right, so we're going to roll 4 6s, shade of green. These are U.S. Next Gen MBTs, U.S. Forces Europe. Wow. Wow. 7, 10, 12, 12. That is, that's embarrassing. The U.S. Army. I don't know what to tell you, my friend. I'm sorry. Next time I'll say that those are German units. I don't know. All right, so now I got to roll again. Oh, my back is not going to survive. I didn't take any hits, so it's all the dice back. 5 yellows, 2 greens, 2 blues, 1, 2, 3, and 7 whites. They all come back for round 2. I need 1 hit and 1 hit only. 1 ping only, Vasily. All right. I see it. You see it. I see a 1 here, a 2 here. I see a 2 here. So I only got 3, but I only needed 1. So that works for me. And I guess I could have rolled that 1 other green, but didn't think about it. Apologize. 10. Oh, man. Wow. All right. This is unusual for me. This is Knights Templar level luck. And I feel unworthy of having it, but I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. So that gives the Soviet, or the Warsaw Pact, 2nd Tank Army, possession of Bavaria. And now Benghazi has been avenged. Tripoli and Benghazi. Good job. Muammar, we remember you. Pour one out for the comrade. All right, let's move on to Greece. Where's my Greece card? Here's my Greece card so you can follow along. We have 3 NATO mechs and all of that. So let's add the dice for that, shall we? We are adding 2 early gen MBTs, but because of the mountains, they attack at 1s, and it's not a mountain border. The whole country is mountainous. I have a mech at 2. I have 3 MBTs at 3. The SAM retires. I have 2 medium bombers at 5. And I have 1 early gen at 3. Okay, and I realized I was picking dice out of the wrong tray and I've messed up the Marmara battle. But we'll reconstruct it. Okay. Let's see. 1s. Oh, we did get a 1. Look at that. Outstanding early gens. Got no 2s. Did get 1 3. 6, 5, 4 are all misses. And we had 1 5 from our bomber. Outstanding. So we got 3 hits. Let me double check my count. I count 3 mechs. 3 mechs. So that's it. 1 round. 1 round only. Well done, Vasily. Okay, so now I get to roll 3 5s, which is a killer. 3 5s for the mechs. Let's see if the Greeks can fight better than the Americans, since these guys are fighting for their home as opposed to someone else's. Ooh, never tempt the dice gods. Look at that. 2 hits. 2 out of 3 for the Greeks. Well fought. They fought well World War II. Most countries celebrate the end of the Second World War. In Greece, look it up, they celebrate the beginning because of the stand that they took in the fight against Italy. So good on them. All right. So the Warsaw Pact lose 2. I'm going to take 2 early gen MBTs. Why wouldn't I? And that means Greece has now fallen under the jackboot of the Warsaw Pact. Comrades, rejoice. All right. Yeah, so Battle 4. Battle 5 is a walk-in. We did that already. Battle 4. Main event, from my perspective. This is one that my good friend Flack88 would say is a little sketchy. Just a little sketchy. There are first strikes all around on this one. I'm firing a cruise missile at 5. He has artillery at 3. And just to confirm, yeah, NATO does not have chem. He didn't indicate it. I didn't think so, but I wanted to double check before I mess that up. And then there's something else that's first strike. Chem. Oh, his SAM, because he has a multitude of targets. His SAM, which hopefully karma doesn't come back, because I think it owes you one. Tabletop. Let's see what happens. First strike. Oh, I knew it was 1 at least. I was worried about the other one. Did I bump that? I feel like I bumped that. I'll check. Maybe not. Maybe not. 7, 4. So I think his artillery missed. I don't know if I bumped it when I was touching. I don't think so, because there's no smaller number. And the cruise missile hit. So the SAM takes out 1 aircraft. I am going to lose an early gen fighter. Leave my attack helicopters because they roll better. Bye-bye early gen fighter. And I got a hit with my cruise missile, and his first casualty was the SAM, which makes sense because it just fired. All right. So with the first strikes out of the way, I have 3 airborne at 3. I have 3 still. Yep. 3 attack helicopters at 6. And the airborne go down because Marmara is mountainous as well. So they go down 1, but they're elevated again with the close air support from the helicopters. Okay. And then the last helicopter is boosting the air cav from a 4 to a 5. So air cav at 5, attack helicopters 6, airborne at 3, cruise missile fired, 2 ASF at 5. So my ASF are going to be the light gray. You can see the difference, right? So the light gray, they're at 5. And I have a fighter at 6. Because I'm already using these 6s, I will use this alternate 6, alternate green. And I have 3 early gen at 3s. And the early gen I had is regular combat. Only the fighter and the air superiority fighters is air superiority because he does have 1 aircraft. So, and this is the way I had designated it. These 3 are basically indistinguishable from these 3. No target selects. So it's all regular general combat. And then I have 2 7s. 2 7s for the attack bombers. He has, sadly, let's recap this. The SAM's already been killed. He's got his artillery and 5 mechs. So I need 5, 6, I need 7 hits. I suspect this might go a couple rounds, which next time I'll wear a back brace. I need a taller table. You guys that built their own tables, kudos to you. All right, here we go. Warsaw Pact attack. All right. Threes. Here's a 2. 10, 9, 5, 6, 11. All the threes are done. Oh my gosh. 8, 10 on the sevens. That's heartbreak. Oh, that's going to... here's a 12 on a 5. That's no good. 12 and an 11 on 6s. That's no good. Here's a 4. That's a general hit. This is the fighter, air superiority. And these are the 2 air superiority 5s. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is karma coming back at Oju tabletop. Look at that. 2 general hits. 2 general hits. So I'm just going to put a dice 2 down so I can remember that. It'll be hard to see through my tears. All right. Let's struggle on. The defenders have 5 mechs. An obscene amount of mechs in one territory. This should be prohibited by United Nations Charter. He's already fired his artillery, and his ASF defends at a 7. So that'll be the orange die. Let's see what happens. Ouch. His air superiority got a hit. Good for him. All right. 5, 10, 6, 9, 10. Whew. The Turks are not as fierce as their Greek neighbors. This is probably why the two don't like each other. All right, so I have to take an air superiority hit. That'll be another early gen fighter. I can't replace these things. No one makes them anymore. These are classics. You're just shooting down classic aircraft. And then the 5, that's a general hit. I'm going to lose an airborne. An airborne is the answer to that one. Ouch. All right, round 2. Here we go. 2. My air superiority fighters can stay after the hunt for his dogfight in the air. My fighter is now general combat with the 3 attack helicopters. I still have the 5 from the air cav, and I only have so the fighter, 3 attack helicopters, air cav, and I only have 2 airborne and 1 early gen fighter left. So fewer dice. Still need just what's the 2? All right. I didn't take away his tax. So I haven't rolled for him yet, but let me do that. So he loses his artillery after the SAM, and then 1 mech. So that's good. All right. So we're caught up now. Paid our taxes. All right. Let's go. Randomizer. Let's get these. The airborne are on the ground now. They're running through the streets, shooting it up. Anti-mech rocket launchers on their backs. Ooh, and airstrikes. Look at that. A couple of 7s. I don't get a target select. Just nothing really to target select. I think that's a gray 5 compared to this black, right? So that's good. I killed his air superiority fighter with one of them. The other one missed. But I got his fighter. That's good. All right. 3s. No 3s. 6. Oh, the fighter's terrible. 10, 7. So just 1. So 3 general hits out of his 1, 2, 3, 4 mechs. So this is going another round. This is going to be, you're going to be bleeding the Warsaw Pact dry, my friend. So it's just his sculpt left, okay? His chips are gone. Those are the 3 chips, and that's his air superiority fighter. Air superiority fighter and 3 chips and the sculpt, right? So that is the defense of Marmara. All right, well, man, the Turkish Air Force, though, make up for the... So that's my last air superior, early gen fighter. Shot down by his air superiority fighter. So way to go, Turkish Air Force. You shot down 3 early gen fighters. I had places that they needed to land. It's very frustrating. 5s. 2 5s for Turkey. 12 and 11 are done. All right, so I have to take 2 hits. I'm going to take 2 airborne because I'm out of cheap casualties. So I still have an air cav to take the zone. So that's what I need. Woo! All right. Yeah. All right. All right. My air superiority fighters are not dead, but they have no targets. So they are going to retire. Let me show you a little bit. The cruise missile's done. And these guys come off the battle. There, the little battle plate. Because they have no targets. They retire. And I couldn't move a SAM in because of the rules with Turkey here. So I still have 2 attack bombers who redeemed themselves last time. 3 attack helicopters that are doing well. 1 fighter has yet to have an impact in the battle. And an air cav. Okay. I need 1 hit. 1 hit only. I am not rolling any gray dice. Right? So I'm going to add gray for my NATO friend, and we can end the combat rolling here, hopefully. Okay? So this is for efficiency's sake. He's only got 1 dice. Let's do it all at once. All right. 5 and a 2. So he got a hit. I got hits. So we all got hits. So he's done, and I have to lose... What do I lose? I'm not losing the air cav because I'm taking the territory. The helicopters can also land there to reinforce it. So do I lose a fighter? I'm not losing one of these guys, and those guys aren't eligible. I'm gonna, as much as I hate it, it's 2 IPP difference. I'm gonna lose a attack helicopter. Attack helicopter. Okay, so that finishes the battle for Marmara. That was the big one. So we flip this over. I'm going to land the air cav and both attack helicopters at the 42-minute mark. And all I have to do for non-combat basically is land some aircraft, and then we place some units and collect some income, and we're done. So let's move with purpose. That was all the battles, right? Yes? Good. All right, non-combat. So out of the Marmara battle, off the Turkey card, I got to land all this. And I'm going to land 1 air superiority. He's got 2 left. He's going to go to Romania. The other one is going to go to Southern Yugoslavia because they go back here. So 1, 2, or 1, 2. Out of Greece, this early gen fighter is going to land in Bulgaria. This fighter is going to land in Romania. And the bombers, both medium and both attack, are landing in Romania. All right, that was all their legs for the air. All right, so that's our non-combat, believe it or not. Let's give you a wider view of the space while I look at my notes. Yeah, let's move swiftly and with purpose to build units, or place units rather, right? These are the ones that we covered late. Okay, so I'm going to add 3 cruise missiles. I had 3 at the beginning of my setup. I fired 2. That left me with 1, and I add 3. That gives me 4 for next turn. All right, SAMs. I'm going to start 1 in Bulgaria, 1 in East Germany, 1 in West Czech. East Germany and West Czech, where that task force marker is, which is the artillery. I have 3 mechs. I'm going to build 1 in Bulgaria. That's the 2nd unit there. Build 1 here. That's the 2nd unit there. And I build 1 up in East Germany. East Germany. Okay. Placing the infantry, I'm going to place him in Romania. And the battle star, since I have 2/3 of Turkey and 2/3 of Germany, I'm going to upgrade the minor army base in Romania to a major. So is that Romania or Bulgaria? Yeah, I think I settled on Romania. So I can build 4 units here, and also gives me a 3rd tech die, which is super awesome. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to collect income. And I have a tray set up just for that, and I missed AMD, but I did hit computers. So here's my possibilities tray. 19, 3, 4, 15, 19. So this is my base coming in. Battle 1 was North Germany, I got that. That was worth 3. Battle 2 was Bavaria, I got that. That was worth 3, so that's 6. Battle 3 was Greece, that's 1, that's 7. Battle 4 was Marmara, which is worth 2, so that's 9. So I went up 9 from 19 to 28. I moved to 28, and I forgot to keep track of how much. I'll work with you offline, tabletop, but you're going to move, now that you're at war, to your full income, and then you have to go down 9. You have to go down 9 for what I just took, and then you can move back up 2 for Libya. All right, and then bonuses. Now that I'm at stage 2 of computers, I get 4. So I'll have 32 IPP next turn. That was a long war 1. Thank you for staying with me. Tabletop is traveling. He won't be back until the early part of next week. So he'll do his turn Monday or Tuesday of next week after he returns. Thank you all for watching. This is Captain G, over and out.